Bonny Downs, it's a strange name, isn't it? Originally, it was the words used to describe a bit of land between the River Roding and where it comes down to the River Thames, and it means beautiful marshes. But at the turn of the century in the 1890s, there was not much beautiful about Bonny Downs. It was a Victorian slum. And during those early years, a Christian minister called Charles Howe walked across those Bonny Downs, that marshland, and found 60 children playing out in the streets without shoes. And he started a mission to that slum area of Bonny Downs. So right from the start, Bonny Downs has been a missional community. At the turn of the century, Pastor Howe decided that the best way to serve the people of Bonny Downs was to start literacy classes for the parents, a band of hope to start to deal with the alcoholism amongst the men, and to take the kids out of the slums for summer holidays down in Thaden Boyce. Forward another few decades, in the 1930s, the people of Bonny Downs raised money themselves to put up our original 1930s building, and my granddad put the windows in.
In the 1990s, church members formed a charity, Bonny Downs Community Association, to bring a derelict community centre back into use and to restore an overgrown playing field. We gave what we could, and we used what we had, working together with others in our community. In 2001, we reopened the Well Community Centre, and in 2009 opened the Bobby Moore Sports Pavilion on Flanders Field, where England's World Cup winning captain was scouted playing as a schoolboy. Over the last 25 years, Bonny Downs Church and Community Association have developed programmes for children and families, young people and elders. We run music, arts, sports and fitness activities for people of all ages. We have around 80 regular staff, paid at least a London living wage, working alongside thousands of people in our community. Bonny Downs Church meets in the Well during the winter, and in our community garden in the summer, along with our rescue chickens. Our 5 ministers are all co-vocational, each being paid 1 day a week.
In 2012, members of our church set up a night shelter across Newham. It's known as the New Way Project. The following year, we recognised there was more to a home than just having a roof over your head. People need purpose and belonging, so we set up a day centre known as the New Way Project, which meets in the Sports Pavilion. In order to provide our longer-term members a direct route into employment, we then set up a gardening social enterprise known as New Life, aimed at supporting people facing complex barriers to employment get back into the workplace.
Our old church building is home to a food bank, food pantry, debt, benefits and immigration advice services, a choir, English and digital literacy groups, as well as church groups, including Bonny Downs Portuguese-speaking congregation. Recently, we've been working with development partner Jubilee 49 and architects Panta Hudspeth on plans to replace the old church building with a new Bonny Downs Abbey. The ground floor of the Abbey will provide new worship and community space and will become a permanent home for New Way. The first and second floors will provide 2 key worker flats and 8 studio apartments for people moving on from homelessness. There will be communal, social and eating space and morning, afternoon and evening prayers for residents and anyone else in the community who wishes to participate.
Over 2 years, residents will be supported into move-on accommodation, but once they've moved out, they'll still be able to participate in the activities in the Abbey during the day. Just like Pastor Howe's vision 100 years ago, we hope that our new Abbey will be central to sharing God's love with our community for the next 100 years. We received planning permission in January 2024, and we aim to fund the development through a mixture of loans, grants and personal giving. We hope to start building early next year. If you'd like to contribute to this dream or receive further details and updates, please contact info@bonnydownschurch.org. Thank you for your prayers and your support.